Yo. Fresh off my final destination, avoiding the Pikachus and Pokemon trainers, not settling for nothing less than first placement. I met a knight that couldn't fight with. Here we go.
What's up, everybody? This is the one and only Jodecideion, aka the hardest working man on YouTube, and I'm bringing you another Out for the Side of My Neck presents Wii U video. This is my fourth video on the Wii U. If you haven't seen my other ones, I've done two so far, looking at the multimedia aspects of the Wii U when it comes to the Miiverse and its Facebook style interface and Nintendo TV. Then I did a video recently looking at Nintendo's advertisement direction. Their campaign they started recently on the first, basically explained to hardcore gamers, well, so-called hardcore gamers, why it wasn't meant for them. All these videos are on my channels. Please, if you haven't seen them, check them out. This is a part 2 to that advertisement video. This time, instead of addressing the hardcore gamers who were upset about the campaign that started with the How You Play Next Wii U advertisement, this video will look at briefly what Nintendo has done since they started that campaign on the first. What are the measures they've done? What are the steps they've taken to make sure the Wii U could go on a run similar to the Wii back in '06? So I'm going to go over certain things that I witnessed myself and things I read about and kind of paint a picture of where Nintendo's going right now in their campaign to get the Wii out there. To get the Wii out there amongst the masses. Make it a mainstream product the same way the Wii was. So I'm about to start. Hope you enjoyed this insightful video. Okay, Nintendo has always gone after the mass market, the mainstream audience. Large consumer base, various demographics, ages, races, whatever, genders, is all covered by Nintendo. They've always wanted to target everybody. Their games are always rated E for everyone. You know, they're PC games, you want to say. Not going to offend anybody, going to be fun for everybody. As long as you're willing to have that kind of fun. You know what I'm saying? Some people feel that because the game is a PC or whatever, it's not edgy enough, not exciting enough. If that's your opinion, then Nintendo's not for you. But if you just like to play games, no matter what kind of games there are, Nintendo's, you know, they're for everybody. Everybody can enjoy it. When you're doing that, you got to find ways to target that audience. See, hardcore gamers are upset with Nintendo because they're afraid their commercial campaign, How You Play Next, wasn't targeting them. Even though Nintendo's been targeting the so-called hardcore gamer, or as I want to call them, active gamers. They've been targeting them since Project Cafe. They've been targeting them for 566 days of constant Wii U advertisement information overload. From two E3s to various consumer convention shows, from several directs, from every website on the internet, from Go Nintendo to IGN to Destructoid to Giant Bomb, whatever. There's been Wii news all over the web, and so if you are an active Nintendo active gamer, you've been about the Wii U for a while now. There's no need to sell to you anymore. At this point, you already know what the Wii U is and what it's about. You already decided you're going to get one or not. And at this point, with pre-orders being sold out everywhere, if you didn't jump on ship right when the pre-orders went up, you're not getting one anyway. So why do you care? What the current ad campaign is about is letting the people know, the non-active gamers know what's going on about the Wii U. What it is coming, it's here, prepare for it, build up interest, tease them. The current campaign is about teasing the current user base who won't be able to pick up a Wii U at launch, who probably won't be able to find a Wii U during Christmas because they already be sold out. And supply's going to be just real hard to come by. I don't believe Nintendo's trying to, you know, fake a shortage or anything like that. I just think that it's difficult to try to make, if you're not a manufacturing company like a Sony who builds things like electronics, you're going to have someone else build stuff for you. And with the recent things about the whole little kids working at this manufacturing place, that's probably killed some of the production they produce on a weekly basis. So Nintendo is definitely trying to rebound off of that. So that's probably cut supplies, and like I said, try and do a worldwide release in a matter of, let's say, 30 days. The 18th for us, all the way to December 12th in Japan. That's a lot of systems to have if you want to have a good number of systems out there. So with Wii U, you got to target the audience, your mass consumer audience. You got to target them. You have to tease them. And so far, these are the things that Nintendo has done to tease that audience. The first thing they have done, and I'm not sure how this is done, by the way. I believe if the retailer has confidence in your product, they'll promote it, they'll push it. But they definitely did a good thing by having a full 2 pages in the Toys R Us big book. The big book is a book that come out every year during Christmas time, show all the hot products, all the must-have games, toys, whatever it is. If it's hot, it's in there. And the more you're featured in that book, the higher they think you're going to be, and the more important they believe your product's going to be. In 2009, I did a video on this very subject, predicting the Wii to have a great holiday season, because in that 2009 Toys R Us big book, Nintendo, the Wii was all over. No matter what game it was, third party, first party, if it was a Wii product, it was all over that book. It had like it felt like 80 pieces of product in that one book on the Nintendo side, on their DS and Wii products. And that following December, the Wii ended up selling 4 million systems. Okay, I got the video on YouTube. Check it out. Right now in this book, the Wii, Nintendo as a company, they have 2 pages. One full left right page, one full left and right, or 2 pages separate. But either way, 1 full pages. This could be better, but still it's pretty good. It's a pretty good shot when you notice that on one side you have the Wii U and the Wii. The Wii is a dying product. It's going out. They're phasing it out. But they're still trying to push that Wii product. At the same time, show that the Wii U is a new system and it's backwards compatible with the Wii. And then the other side is all 3DS and some DS too, but it's all 3DS. They're definitely trying to push that. In comparison, Microsoft only has one half to themselves, one page, one half to themselves. And on the other side of that page is Sony. And on that Sony side, there's not even no PS Vita product. So as you can see, Toys R Us is not fully confident about the Vita. They're not even advertising it in their big book. They got other Sony product, but they don't have the Vita. See, so it's not like something where they advertise everything. They choose what they think is going to be hot. And so right now, Toys R Us is betting on the Wii U, and they're betting on Wii still, and they're betting on 3DS definitely. So that's a good move. Next good move. I don't watch too much TV, so I'm not quite sure where all they're advertising at, but I have seen some Wii U ads on Disney, on Cartoon Network. Children, young kids, they're the blood life of a console. I don't care what hardcore gamers want to say. I don't care what these 26, 30-year-old people talking about. They're the reason why gaming exists. They're not. The lifeblood of gaming consoles is you're young. Once you become 21, your money is very important to you. And there's a lot of things you got to spend your money on. Besides gas, food, your car, your living, your active life, social life. Gaming is a very small part of that. And you got to decide one day, do I want to go out in the club, meet a girl, or do I want to buy this game? Or do I want to put gas in my car, or do I want to buy this game? When you're a young kid, when you're still living at home, that age, 12 to 18, you're still living at home and maybe got a part-time job, you're still being taken care of by your parents. Those new Jordans you want, your mom's buying that for you if you're a certain age. That good fly clothes you want, your parents are buying that for you. Then your parents may got you a cell phone. Your parents take care of all your needs. So any income you get that's your own, you could use that to buy what you want. In this case, your entertainment, gaming consoles. So Nintendo's definitely targeting that audience of young males, girls, at home, kids, right to school. They're hitting them up. A brilliant move. The next move I saw was seeing a Wii U ad before the new Wreck-It Ralph movie. Wreck-It Ralph is a movie based on video games, a made-up video game character who's still based in like old school values, arcade values. Definitely an area Nintendo's a part of, and having an ad, a Wii U ad, right before that movie starts is a great move. You're targeting, of course, your gamer audience, but also targeting that audience of parents taking their kids to watch it. You know what I'm saying? A family-oriented audience. They see the ad, they're going to see a video game movie, and see the ad for a video game console, a new video game console, with familiar characters they're familiar with. Mario, things like that. So that's definitely a good move. I also saw an ad for Sony. Sony had an ad for their excuse me, All-Stars game, their PlayStation All-Stars fighting game. But the problem with that ad was it was just the character trailer. It was a character commercial where just the characters were live action, the live action commercial. No game footage. So unless you knew what it was, you didn't know what it was. You know what I'm saying? But with the Wii U, using their current style of ads, you're getting gameplay, and they're still getting the whole image of what the Wii U is about. What Nintendo's about. So that was definitely a good move. Now here's the final part. Another brilliant move by Nintendo. And the reason I'm doing this video, because I witnessed this yesterday. Nintendo yesterday had an hour to themselves on the home shopping network. During this hour, they had exclusive product only for them. Brilliant move. They did this in the past with the Wii during 2009, and like I said, the Wii blew up that year, selling all kinds of systems. During this hour of television on the home shopping network, they had a segment for 3DS showing the exclusive pink and white 3DS XL through a home shopping network they had with them, and then the other half, the other 30 minutes, was dedicated to the Wii U. They gave home shopping network about 1,000 Wii U's, deluxe and white versions, and allowed them to pre-order it on their channel. If you bought it through a home shopping network, you are guaranteed to get one on the 18th. Why this is brilliant is, one, you're targeting that consumer base, ladies, women people who have money, who don't like to shop out in public, who don't like to go out there and show their money people. They want to shop at home. The convenience of being at home on TV. But what's the most brilliant thing about it is, home shopping network, QVC, these places are real tellers. They are really about selling. When you go to GameStop, go to Toys R Us, the people who work there, they're not sellers. They don't sell stuff. They're basically just giving you information and just scan in, blah blah blah. But they're not selling you anything. You're going there because you know what you want and you're getting it. To be a salesman, someone had to persuade you, had to talk you into buying something. Even if you don't want it, they had to talk you into it. They got to persuade you to do it. Channels like QVC and Home Shopping Network have people trained in this art, and it's a brilliant art. If you're a master of it, you can sell anything. You can sell, ice to Eskimo. You know what I'm saying? It's running game, whatever. But still, it's brilliant. During this hour, me being a gamer, knowing about the 3DS XL and the Wii U, the way they presented it and the way they talked about it and how informative they were, they sold me on a system I already owned and I already paid for it. You know what I'm saying? So it's a brilliant move, because you're not getting on this biased stuff. You're not going to a GameStop and trying to ask about a Wii U and a guy who's a Sony fan or whatever. He has to sell the system, but he don't want to sell the system. So he gonna give you everything you need to know. This guy was informative. He knew his stuff. He did his homework, and he made it entertaining. He made you want to know more, and he gave you just enough to be really interested in. And during that hour, they ended up selling like 3,000 3DS XLs and about 1,000 Wii U's. And I guess they're done. It's no more. But that's a brilliant move. You got to go to where these people you want to sell to, you got to go to where they shop. You got to go to those areas. And Home Shopping Network and QVC are a great place to do. I don't really see Microsoft do it too often, and I see a Sony hour, but it's always a whole bunch of Sony products. So a PS3 is amongst a TV and everything else. You know what I'm saying? This is strictly a gaming hour for Nintendo, and it was XL and it was Wii U. So that was a brilliant move. Now the last part is something you can control. It either happens or it don't happen. Not everything becomes a phenomenon. Not everything becomes, viral, as you can say, in a social network. Microsoft tried to connect while successful to a certain degree. It never became a phenomenon. It never became viral like the Wii did. With the Wii, we had things like the South Park, like 2-part episode, 3-part episode, with the Wii being a feature point of the story. You had the Wii on shows like Ellen, these talk shows, Oprah, things like that. You had the Wii Fit girl, you know what I'm saying? That viral phenomenon. If the Wii U becomes successful due to these other points, it's possible that could happen again. It's possible we can see the Wii U on an episode of South Park the next week or whatever. We might see the Wii U on one of these talk shows with Ellen or whoever's the current talk show host during the day. It can happen if Nintendo play the cards right. And right now, they're definitely doing they're taking the right steps to get things going that direction. This your boy, the one and only Jodecideion. I'll see you next time. Peace.